We should be going live momentarily. Yes, we are. Hey, 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 it's Friday night. You know that means it's going to be fun time right here on Craft Roulette. If you do not know what Craft Roulette is and this is your first visit and you're just strolling by or whatever, we are the ultimate paper crafting card making game show challenge, and we are going to do some improvisation with the founder. Are you the founder, president, chief bottle washer, and all that kind of stuff of Dares to Be Artsy, Cindy Sartain. So do stick around. It's good to see everybody in the chat. We're going to start the show at 6:30. So if you are watching the replay and you don't want this part, well, just scroll on over. So just go over to 6:30. But anyway, we are going to have a good night. This is our 107th episode. So I should know what I'm doing, but I already made a mistake. So that's good. We're in fine form. It's very good. We're going to let Cindy say hi to her friend so Mr. Producer can do a voice check on her.
Hello, hello, hello. I am very excited to be here. Thanks, Mary, for inviting me.
Glad to have
I got to
you.
meet her in person in my studio a while back when we first moved here to Overland Park, Kansas. So very excited to be here. Again, first time, so a little bit nervous, but ready to just jump right in. So
That's right. That's right. She's bold. She's bold. But you are familiar with lives. You do Facebook Live, so you know that you never know what's going to happen. There can be freezing. There can be dropping. There can be all sorts of things. There can be sneezes. Just all the things that can happen on the hiccups. I haven't ever had hiccups on the show, but I've had them directly after and before, I think. But I did have them twice this week, so.
I did have some bang bang shrimp ahead of this, so I'm hoping that it wasn't too spicy. But
bang bang shrimp sounds like a lot of fun.
It was spicy, but yeah, we should be good.
So we see you hitting the Tums. We know what's going on. Well, good content is hard to find sometimes, so we're glad to have it. Whoops, I think we dropped him for just a second. We'll be back.
Sorry. I don't want that.
See, speak of the whatever happened. There she is.
Yeah. Good.
You just never know.
Oh, so I had my sister bring in my, see if we needed the earbuds. So as soon as she brought it in, it hooked to the camera. So we'll just get those far away.
It is.
That is what technology does.
Yes, it's the taking over of the robots. Did you guys enjoy the show last week with the takeover by Dr. Shrub? If you weren't here, we had a takeover last week for our April Fool's Day show with Dr. Shrub. Hey, Patty, good that you are here. There's the takeover bee.
Yeah. That's Steve being silly.
That's good. We like it. We do have B on the parameters. Maybe you'll get to use that big guy. It's good. Good. Boy, and there's Ashley. Hey, how are you doing? Hi, Teresa and Cordelia and Kimberly. Christina in the middle of the night. Lisa. Wow, all you good people. Hey, TR. Debbie J. Gail. Mary. Linda. What a bunch of nice people. Janet, it's almost your birthday, isn't it? Happy birthday.
Avra's on my design team here. Just joined in.
Oh, nice. Nice to meet you, Avra. Welcome to Craft Roulette, where we don't know what will happen. But that's all the fun of it. Yes, Dr. Shrub was awesome. Hey, Valine, are you on your way to work? Thank you for sharing. Appreciate it. Yeah, if you feel like it and you know about the show and you want to give us a thumbs up and get that out of the way, we'd appreciate it. And do share it this time if you feel so inclined. Hey, Deanna, how's your husband doing? Crafty Al, we, I think with a little warning, we can go to the shop pretty easily.
Yeah, come on over.
We'll even bring the spoonaphone so you can do an interview with Cindy like I did when I was at her shop. This poor woman doesn't know who I am, right? And so I say, oh, would you mind if I do an interview? I do a YouTube show. And so she goes, oh, no, I don't mind. So I open up my purse and I pull out my Spoonaphone because I always carry it, don't you? I really need a new carry version because Boomer chewed this up. But anyways, and I interviewed her talking into the Spoonaphone. She didn't have the police arrest me, but you never know, that day could be coming.
Yeah, for all of you local people, I'd love to see you guys in our studio. Again, we're in Overland Park, Kansas, so come out to see us.
It's kind of a windy little way to go back into a industrial or like a little
it's kind of an industrial park area. Yeah.
Kind of a funny little place, but it's really cool once you get there. Regular hours, Cindy, what are they?
So Mondays, Tuesdays, and Thursdays from 11 to 6, and the second Saturday of every month. But I'm here pretty much all the time. So if you're coming from out of town, just give us a buzz. I'm probably here. So don't let that stop you. I design all my own stamps and dies and papers and everything. So I leave a few days in there for kind of focusing and trying to get other stuff done. So.
Yeah. Deputy Heidi Ryan says, did somebody say arrest? Heidi Ryan has been named deputy because one time I forgot a parameter and she called me out on it. And so we call her Deputy Heidi at this point. She has the badge. She's totally legit. She's always ready to take somebody to the Hooskow. Oh, that would be cool, Crafty Al. If Danny could come too, that would be double fun.
Seems like you've got a lot of regulars, a lot of people that have been with you for all 107 shows.
No, not too many from way that far back. Patty Beck, Jackie Rip, and I haven't seen her yet, and Melody Look and Vicki Emerson and Vicki Logan have been from way back. Some have stayed with it. So Patty Beck just sent in her 101st card. So that kind of dates her to when she started. There, you're here. Okay. Jackie Rip's our starter car. So we know that we can start the show when she's here. She has a little team of J friends, and they all start with J. And she emails them and says, it's time to go to Craft Roulette. Super nice people from Florida. You can come up too. You can come up to Kansas City.
The more the merrier. We'll make it a party.
The crafting destination spot. There is a crafting KC house. It's down in Valentine area. Huh. I was looking at it. It's like a lot of it is quilting, but it looked very nice. Not terribly. You can have 8 people there.
Oh, very cool. You just kind of rent it out to go.
Yeah.
Craft.
Yeah. $400 a night, and they have the table set up and beds and things like that. Well, I'm getting the signal that we need to start the show. Anybody else ready for the show to start? Mm-hmm.
Yay, I am.
Patty Beck's got the let's get started because I'm time challenged. So what we're going to do is take you off the screen for a little bit. I'll do a little housekeeping, and then we will bring you back with great fanfare and applause. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining in this chat. Thank you, Mr. Producer. Let's get a show going.
All right.
Hello, American Fun, founder and head professor of Fun University, and your intrepid hostess of Craft Roulette, episode 107. Smurf, we're not ready to spin quite yet. What'd you have for breakfast, girl? Do you have some Wheaties and Red Bull? Anyway, we're not going to start to spin right yet, but we do have a wonderful evening planned for you. This is Craft Roulette, the ultimate paper crafting card making game show challenge. We are here every Friday evening at 6:30 Central Time, and you are always invited to join us. We are community supported. We are also very interactive. So if you are here for the first time, please let us know. If you're watching a replay, please leave us a comment and tell us what you think. Especially since it's live, we don't really know what's going to happen. We also have an opportunity for you to play along with us. That's going to be discussed more later in the show, but it's fun and it's usually worthwhile. We had a new website go live this week, didn't we, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, crafters and craftettes? We had a few bugs, but they are working themselves out. If you do have trouble, let us know. One thing I have found, this is a discovery, read. When you are submitting, go ahead and just read the field. Scroll down, there's a whole bunch of information about what it's supposed to be about. Mr. Producer coded the whole darn thing, built it from scratch. He was watching over my shoulder as he was having me test a submission for him, and I was just messing it up. So I'm a good tester because I can mess it up. But at the same time, he found it quite frightening that I wasn't reading. So that would be my word of advice. Read. There is a whole bunch of, but I tell you what, there is some cool stuff on there, especially for patrons, but there's also our history. There's also a lexicon that will explain what a mesk is and what skute is. We have our own words here on Craft Roulette. There's should be some more areas in there about leading ladies and our zero heroes. That's going to be coming, I guess. But anyway, it's a great website. It is craftroulette.live, and you are welcome to have some fun looking around. It's very, very good, and I'm very, very proud of it. Want to say Grandma Gay's not here tonight. Her husband had some tests. He's having some surgery next week, so we're not going to have our Grandma Gay for a couple weeks, and we do hope you're doing well. She was on a Zoom call this week and saying, I'm going to try, and I'm going, you got to take care of that man first. So anyway, tough, and maybe just be word to the wise. Schedule your surgeries early when not on Friday night. But anyway, he's going to be fine. He is Santa Claus. He looks just like Santa Claus. So do well, and we look forward to hearing good news from you. Ellen is healing. We're glad about that. What else is there? Merch? Have you seen it? Look at this shirt. I mean, to tell you, you can get your own. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. There is a wonderful whoa, whoa, whoa shirt, too, that I am looking forward to wearing soon. I am Team Orange, and I wear my Team Orange shirt gladly and proudly. Yep. Anyway, you can look it over, see if there's something that you think would be great. We'd love to have you proudly displaying your love for Craft Roulette all over the world. Anyway, okay. Oh, I know one thing I wanted to tell you about being a patron. We are community supported. We don't sell anything. And we aren't sponsored by anybody that way. So the merch does help. And Patreon is also the way that you can help us defray some of our costs. One of the things that is really cool is late submissions. So if you are not able to do a submission this weekend, as a patron at any level, you can have late submission till Thursday night, midnight. So that's a good bonus right there, don't you think? All right. That's all I wanted to say on that. We do have a wonderful guest. I have met her and interviewed her in person with my Spoonaphone. She is Cindy Sartain from Overland Park. She is the founder, head professor of Dares to be Artsy, and we welcome you now. Yay!
Hello. So excited to be here.
We are glad to have you. I have interviewed you. You are familiar with the Spoonaphone. You know that I have been known to carry it around and whip it out of my purse. Actually, I used to keep one of these because, when the kids, and I would just kind of show it to them and they'd straighten up in public, but never used it or anything in public. Anyway, I digress. But we are glad to have you. Tell us a little bit about you and your crafty life.
So, I've kind of got a background in advertising and designed cards at Hallmark Cards for a while, and then did freelance graphic design. And then a good friend of mine, about almost 10 years ago, she opened a scrapbook store. And when I was helping her bring product into the store and stuff, we started talking about stamps, and she was like, well, you should design some. And I thought, oh, it might be kind of fun to design one or two. And I got hooked. It's so much more fun than doing an annual report. So I did both for a while, and then I was so excited to do Dare to be Artsy full time. So it's great. And that was in Ohio, and we just moved back to Kansas City 2 years ago, right before COVID. And we sell to mom and pop scrapbook stores across the country, actually even outside of the country, in Australia and Canada and kind of lots of different places. I want to go visit those stores for sure. Hawaii, there's one in Hawaii. I want to get there.
Business expense. I love it.
Yeah. So, and then we sell online as well. So, and now we have our studio here in Overland Park. So, yeah.
I know Card Monkey said she has a bunch of your products. So I know that there are people out in our audience that are just glad to see you as the face behind the Dares to be Artsy stamps. How do you describe your style?
That's a great question. I try and do a real range of styles. I try and make it different than, some of the other stamp companies out there. There's some that are really cutesy, and that those companies do their thing really well. So I don't try and imitate them. I try and do a little bit different style, but we have stamps that are, like some florals, and we do some stuff for mixed media. A friend of mine is a mixed media artist out of California, Tracy Weinzeffel. And so we have a whole line of Totally Tracy stamps that are great for journaling and mixed media. We have faith-based stamps. We've got some great dies. So I love doing dies. We have, what's kind of unique about Dare to be Artsy too is our papers. A lot of companies have dies that match their stamps. That's everybody uses that. But I design in collections. So our dies that match our stamps will also match our scrapbook paper. So you can use, the mermaid out of this stamp set also matches the mermaid that's in the paper, and you can use the die that cuts both. So depending on what our wheel tells us to do today, maybe you'll see some of that.
You hear that, Mr. Wheel? You've got a job to do. He's usually pretty nice to our new guests. We'll see what he is tonight. But anyway, we'll see. Well, you know what I would say about that? I think that's a neat niche right there, that you can do dies on your paper, and they really do work. She's got a lot of little images that you can just cut right out, and so that if you don't like fussy cutting, you can, because they're cool little images in your paper. Your paper's gorgeous. But if you don't want to do the fussy cutting, and there are those who do not, I've heard from you. Anyway, we know that you can just stick that little die on there, crank it out, and you'll have something cute to work with. Very smart. Very smart. You're colorful. You're very colorful. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I do tend to I tend to go a little bolder, brighter, for sure. Yeah. And I use, when I color, I use Copic markers most of the time, and those, I just tend to go a little bit brighter and bolder. Yeah.
No, it's very pretty. It's very, very fetching.
You might say you dare to be artsy.
Yeah. Sure, her husband is right off to the side. If you heard a voice, it wasn't her doing a ventriloquist act. Could be. We shouldn't have said that. I should have just had him say things, and you could have pretended you were saying them. Oh well, shoot, or a hand puppet or something. Yeah, ugh, I have a little cold. No, that's good. Well, are you guys excited? I'm excited to see what we come up with tonight. We've got a lot more of the show. We've got the submissions from last week, which were outstanding. We have a little video on what is craft roulette. We have giveaways if you sent in a card last week, and you're going to want to send in a card this week too, because Cindy's going to talk about some giveaways too. So don't run off. Stay in your seat and join us for the rest of the evening. But we need to ask Cindy to give us a little bit of help here. Could you please ask the question, what is Craft Roulette?
What is Craft Roulette?
What is Craft Roulette? Craft Roulette is a live paper crafts challenge show where the goal is to complete a project that has been randomly selected by the spin of a wheel. There are 4 categories we spin for: project, colors, element, and random. Each category has 24 possible options with a combined possibility of 331,776 unique projects. Whoa. We're live every Friday at 6:30 p.m. Central on youtube.com/craftroulette. Please like and subscribe. Each week we bring on a special guest crafter to create along with us and share their unique take on the challenge. You can play too. Complete a unique project of your own using the same 4 parameters set in this episode. You'll have 48 hours to contribute by submitting pictures of your project through the submission form on craftroulette.live. Contributions are featured on marygunfund.com's weekly episode blog and the next episode. Let's recap last week's episode and submissions.
Whoa. And I think that Ellen must be feeling better because she didn't spell whoa backwards like she did last week when she was fresh out of the surgery. I'm glad that you're moving right along, girl. Anyway, yep, that's what Craft Roulette is. We do it every Friday night at 6:30 Central Time, and we always would love to have you here, and bring a friend. We have plenty of room at our table. Last week, we had our April Fool's show when we had the takeover by Dr. Shrub, who is Biddy Penny's better half. And he was so much fun. He'd never made a card in his whole live-long life, and he made one live in front of all of you all. So it was pretty phenomenal. I know I got a lot of good feedback on his presence here, and we do want to thank you guys so much for being a part of our show again last week. We did have 128 contributions last week, so we're up to 6,232 cards in our 106 episode life. That's just outstanding, and look at you guys all over the world. Like to see all those friends. Yep, Trinidad's there. Renee's here from Trinidad. So we're stuck right there in a teeny island. It just looks like we're in the middle of the ocean. But we got plenty of room for you this week. So plan on joining us. And let's look at those cards, shall we, Mr. Producer? This was my card. The project was a Dutch door. You had to use red plus 2 other colors, which I want to applaud you. And I did talk about this on Tuesday. But I do want to applaud you because you really understood you don't have to do red as the primary big flashy color. You can use any 2 colors. And so you will see that. And they just stick little snippets of red in there. It's very opening and very fun to do. Neutrals are always free, so you'll see that too. Birds were our element. We had all sorts of birds. We had some wacky birds. We had chickens, we had flamingos, we had a vulture, we had all sorts of birds. It was really, really fun. I love those kind of parameters when you guys get to really show your creativity. And we had to have splatters. Dr. Shrub was worried about having sweat splatters. I don't think I could see that on his card at all. But anyway, that was my card. This is Dr. Shrub's. Don't you think he did a good job for his first card ever in front of a live audience? It says, "I love you so mulch." And then he put mulch around the trees. He loves, I think he may be an arborist or something. I'm really not sure what he does, but I know he spends a lot of time thinking about plants. Thank you, Dr. Shrub. Biddy Penny is his lovely wife, and she went for birds. She went with the feathers. And she was so good. She coached him right along. And so she made her card while she was still coaching him on his card. And but she she said, I'm giving him space and respect to do whatever he wants to do. And so it was a very, very lovely evening. Even though I wore my referee shirt in case there was trouble, I didn't have to. Okay. Here we go. This is all on a timer. I have 125 to go. So here we go. Luann. Brenda. Sire. You can see how many contributions. Helen. Melanie. Rosie. Agnes. Janine. Denise. Ava. Got goose or duck. Chassid. Very pretty. Peg. Catherine. Emily. Feline. Susan. Artika. Bryce. Kay. Celicia. Lynn. Anna. I think I saw you in here. Teresa. Kim. Arlene. Lynn. Anna. Becky. Dawn. Karen. Good clouds. Marie. Danny. Kathy. Card Monkey. Smurf. Jackie. There's that buzzard. Susie. Danica. Cecilia. Tanya. Mary. Caitlin. Tammy. Mr. Kelly Ryan. Bridget. Renee. Deputy Heidi. Patty. You all did so well. Arlene. Rose. Amy. Kim. Elaine. Another buzzard. Lynn. Sharon. First time. Welcome. Gina. Diane. Roseanne. No, it's fine. Oh, Patty Beck. 101 submissions. Christina. Brian. Buell. That's a cool one. Mary. Jackie. Carol. Laura. Steph. Marie. Crazy birds. Pam. Anaya. Anna. Lynn. Kathy. Andy. Deanna. Crystal. Dawn. Cordelia. Wendy. Janice. Susan. Jen. Grandma Gay. Leslie. I love the bird parameter too, Smurf. Jean. April. Lisa. Barbara. Jeannie. Lauren. Snuck that little bird right in there. Melody. Mary. And there's a video. Kathy. Funn. Melissa. Kay. Stacy. Mary Ellen. Bonnie. Wanda. Karen. 5K. Lisa. Chris. Brenda. Rebecca. Bonnie. Anne. Tracy. Sherry. Vicky. Mary. Debbie. Camille. Kendra. Karen. Lisa. Linda. Kim. Meg. Larissa. Deanna. Hope you're doing better, Bob. Anne. Sue Masoner. Dina. Amy Woolen. Woo! I saw some of your notes in there and saying that they get better every week, and I think you're right. And I've also heard, okay, I'm going to call you out on this one, you guys. I've also heard you're feeling a little intimidated to join us. Please don't. We're a pretty safe place, and we just want to see what you've got. We just want to see your ideas. We want to rejoice with your creativity. We are all about creative expression. We're not here. We never have a contest. We don't judge. And we also have a Facebook group where I comment for the whole week on all the submissions that come in. If I ever do miss your submission and I don't make a comment on it, it's not because I don't like it. It's just because I missed it. And so you can always just tag me on it too if you think I've missed it, so that it will let me know I need to look at it, because I love commenting on it. We have so many cards. At one time, Sharon, no, I think you're in there. At one time, we used to have a spin-off show just talking about the cards. But then it started to be 2 hours long because it's so much fun to talk crafts and so much fun to talk about cute cards. So it is. It's just a lot of fun to go through that. I was looking at those this time again going, there's so many. I cannot even keep track. But they are all over in the gallery of craftroulette.live. So you can go and enjoy yourself. Right, exactly. Just don't be afraid. Just join us. It's fun. It is. It is a little nerve-wracking. I will agree that it is a little nerve-wracking to do it. It's like, do I hit send? Do I hit send? But it's easy to send in. Read all the information. But it is easy to send in, and don't be afraid. We're glad to have you. So anyway, all right. Shall we bring back Miss Cindy and see what she thinks? I know, Ashley, they were just gorgeous. Woo-wee, huh? Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. That was great. It's so awesome to see such a wide range of styles, and to see how everybody took those parameters and did something totally different. I loved it. So it made me feel better. Like, okay, you guys are doing it. I can do this too. But yeah, it's still a little scary, but I love it. And again, our name is Dare to be Artsy, so I have to tell it to myself too sometimes that.
That's right, dagnabbit.
You know, so.
That's right. You got to dares yourself.
Yep.
Yep. And I'm fun, Mary Gunn fun, so I always have to be fun. Oh, by the way, we were talking today. Kathy Piscopati put a post. That is the biggest. Is that one of those killer bees? I hope not. It's really big. Kathy Piscopati put a post about how her phone autocorrects her spelling of fun now. If she puts it F-U-N, it autocorrects to F-U-N-N.
Oh,
so,
that's great.
You never know what a name will do for you. So, yeah, Dares to be Artsy, F-U-N-N. It's all good fun. F-U-N-N fun. So, anyway, yeah, my mom said it just doesn't look right when you have fun written with one N. It just doesn't. So we're all brain damage from this. But it's okay. It's not a bad place to be. This is the time, though, we have to get back to the business of crafting. Are we ready?
Yes.
Atta girl. Where are my spins?
Here goes.
That's right, Amy. Or Allie. It's fun. There are the projects that we get to choose from tonight, Mr. Wheel. But before we do that, we're going to talk a little bit about the vetoes. Our patrons, because we are community supported, get to vote off one color, one element, and one random each week. This week, for colors, they said no to Rainbox because I spelled it wrong on their poll. So it is rainbow. There it is, 21. They also voted off fruit for their veto. And they voted off curved line. 17. There it is. Now, that just means the wheel cannot make us do those things tonight. The wheel is going to choose 4 things for us to make with, and we have to do those 4 things. If those vetoed items work into the 4 things that the wheel does give us, you can use them. Say if we have a white background and you want to use rainbow, you can. No problem at all. Rainbox, yes, Rainbox. And we also extend this gracious opportunity to our guest to veto something if she would like to.
I'm just gonna go with it all. No
She's
vetoes.
brave. She's daring. She's totally daring. If you know what, though, Cindy, if I saw you on the street, I wouldn't say, "Man, she looks daring." You just look like such a nice person. You just don't look like I'm gonna go get on the edge of a cliff and jump off and parasail. That to me would be while I'm sketching my next stamp set. But I think it's great that you have this inner dare. Have you ever sketched your inner dare? Do you know what it looks like?
I don't know.
All right. Well, if you're not going to veto anything, let's give this guy a little warm-up spin. Yeah, Betty Penny, you guys would get along just fine. All right, and for the project, what will we get? Oh, he's feeling very spunky.
Oh, that wasn't it. I thought that was it.
That was our warm-up. And all the parameters will come down at the bottom of the screen when we get them all fixed up. 6. A picture frame card. Okie doke. We've never had that. Colors. Nine. Oh, your team colors. We'll talk about that in just a minute. Element. We're going to talk about all these things, so don't get worried. Stay dareful. Communication. Random. As if that isn't random. Nothing like a picture frame card with communication. Number 7, lace or doily. You guys have been avoiding that one for weeks and months. We're going to have to... Oh, Cindy, I'm not thinking that the wheel was really the coolest, nicest thing tonight. But I think we're going to be okay.
Oh, my goodness.
But we are going to talk about these. I'm glad to see you're not crying. That's good.
Well,
You're
this
daring.
is so funny.
Okay.
I honestly, I was like, well, if I did veto a few things, that's so funny. But I'm going for it. I'm going for it. There's a
Which
couple
one
on
was
there
it?
that I was like, we're on my list of. But I'm gonna go
Yeah,
for it.
yeah. Always, you take it the second time. The next time you're on the show, you're going, no, I'm not letting myself out for that one. I'm taking all the vetoes I can. Oh my goodness. Okay, so picture frame card. Let's just start with that. Crafty Al's asking, whoa, she's excited to find out what a picture frame card is. I don't know what it is either. A picture frame card. My first thought is some sort of cutout with some sort of frame around it. But it doesn't necessarily mean that. It could mean that you have a picture frame on a card, or that it actually is a picture frame that is a card. I think of Christmas cards that have, the little frame kind of things with things sticking around them. I don't know. That's kind of what I was thinking, but those are the kind of things I was thinking. What do you think of, Cindy? What about Steve there? What does he think? That bee?
Yeah.
How's that bee going to work?
Yeah. So the picture framed, I was kind of thinking of like a shadow box, a window, kind of a shadow box card kind of a thing, or some, see-through.
So definitely, yeah.
Yeah. See it. Yeah.
And those are really popular. The ones that fold down and fold up with the little square or the little cutout. Those are very popular. You could do a shadow box with different layers in there too, couldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
You could.
Picture on the wall.
Mr. Producer saying you could have a picture on the wall. So if you wanted to do a scene and it had a picture frame in it of great-great-grandpa Bunny, it would be okay. So picture frame, as long as they have some sort of picture frame, is pretty much how I'm reading it at this point. So that's pretty open. I like that already. Hashtag team. We have 2 political factions here. Major political factions. Team Orange and Team Purple. Not everybody likes orange, and they tend to like purple more, and those who like orange don't really love purple tend to like orange more. So those are our 2 teams. We also have Team Teal, Team Yellow, Team all these different things that people just love their favorite colors. So Mr. Producer thought, hashtag team, so you get to name your favorite color team on this parameter. So if you like, but it doesn't have to be one color, does it, Mr. Producer?
No, but it's
Predominantly your favorite.
yeah.
Okay. Predominantly your favorite, and then you can have whatever else you want.
But you have to declare.
And so when
So
you're
it's
writing your
either
little...
either the purples or the oranges, those 2 teams, or
Nope, whatever color you most love.
There's always,
Oh, gotcha.
What do you most love, Cindy?
I'm kind of a blue person.
I was going to guess that. Kind of a
blues and
blue-green.
teals.
Mm-hmm. See? Yep. Yep. So that would be good. Yep. Crafty Owl's Team Rainbow all the way. We got some Team Yellow coming out. So your card would mostly have those favorite team colors. And then in the description, when you're sending in your cards, you can declare your team and just put hashtag whatever your favorite color was and then use that. It'll be fun. We'll get to know a little bit about each and every one of you and your favorite colors. So that's pretty fun and open. So we're open with the frame card. We're open with the team colors. That's been on the wheel a long time. Communication. That one's exciting, isn't it? That's almost as exciting as when I put footwear on the wheel. And transportation. Some of my favorite things. But yes, communication can just be about anything when you think about it.
Yeah, my first thought was kind of like a word bubble or something, or maybe a banner sign or something, or
yes, yeah, you could have a little airplane pulling a banner even. Somebody talking, a cell phone, a telephone, a typewriter, a TV set communicating, a computer communicating with a Chiron at the bottom of your frame.
Someone said a sentiment is communicating.
Somebody said a sentiment is communicating. A visual communication could be a card. So yes.
That leaves it pretty open.
It's way open, so that you might want to think it through and figure out how best to use your communication. But once again, yes, mail and envelope, talking, typewriters, phones, speech bubbles. I like that. Tin can and string, Patty Beck. I had that thought too. I'd forgotten it. How about yeah, seriously. Oh, you know what? I may have to do that. 2 little critters with little tin cans and a string. Man, that'd be cute. I'd be up there on the cute-o-meter, like pegging off the edge. So, okay, yep, posters, radio, markers, writing, word bubbles. You guys got it. A picture is worth 1,000 words, Don Wilcox. Couldn't say it better. So, yep, how about a beautiful picture? Okay. Everything is great, Amy says, until we get to lacer doily. Okay, lacer doily. I've got an idea for lacer doily. Do you?
That's actually one of those things that I saw that was like, I don't think I have any lacer doilies, but I guess maybe a die that has a
filigree
lacy feel to it.
A filigree kind of die. I hear Steve in the background saying
Yeah, you heard Steve say background die.
a background die. Smoke signals. I like that. Smoke signals that come out on a die or a little doily. But sometimes we have doily dies. Yeah, we do. Or an edge, a border that has a doily,
like kind of lace feel to
edge. Doesn't have to be big. Yep. If you have a little bunny, Grandpa Bunny with his little tin can could have a little laced hanky in his little pocket.
What is a doily?
What is a doily?
I do have some
do we have a video on that? What is a doily? What is a doily? Let me find a doily. It is here sounding like a weird word at this point. Doily.
Oh yeah, but that does look like. Yeah, that kind of looks lacy.
Yeah,
does that kind of look lacy? That's kind of a lacy pattern.
Yep. That is, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, crafters and craftettes. That is a doily. It's this is a little paper one, but a lot of times they're crocheted. I have some that my mother crocheted and my grandmother crocheted. Yep, a lacy border would work very well, I think. I used to have a friend who used to do Christian comedy, and she would stick a doily, a little lace hanky in her shirt and say, "Okay, Lord, let's go out and do it." so that she didn't have anything showing.
Huh?
Yep. Doilies at antique stores. Yep. But you don't have to go buy anything. Just, there he goes. Just,
He's showing me
use...
some ideas.
Oh, okay. He can make a card. In the spirit of Dr. Shrub.
She said.
Paper snowflake. That's a great idea. Use a paper snowflake. You could use something like that.
That's what Steve just brought over to me as a die, a snowflake die.
You guys are way ahead of me. Very good. Okay. So do you have some ideas then on how you're going to make yours? And does Steve has his ideas on how he's going to make his?
You're going to make one too, right? Oh. I've tried on my Monday nights, my Facebook lives, to have him make one, and everybody's like, come on, Steve. No. I can't get him to do it. So maybe one of these days. Maybe.
He may. You just never know. He may get so inspired by our evening together. Oh, Mr. Producer made a card for our patrons on our 100th episode. So perhaps Steve will make a card for you on your whatever episode.
There you go.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yes. All right. Well, if you think you have some ideas, I'm ready to get some things in order too.
Okay.
And we'll take you off and let us know when you're ready, and we'll bring you back on.
Okay. Perfect.
All righty. I'll be sitting here with my doily.
Okay.
Doily.
All
right. Okay, we're moving mail to Tuesday night on Fun University, which is really fun because we can talk about it more. But I had to show you this because this was pretty special, and it was for our 100th show. This was by Melody Look, who was in the very first shows. She would send in cards. And she was right there. She was started right there with Patty Beck, but then she moved a couple times, and she couldn't keep up, and her things are in storage, and it's very sad and sad. It's just sad. So I get this card today. She doesn't have her supplies, so she's very talented to cut this all out. This is some little. Look at this. It's in a little pocket. Too bad we didn't get Burger Joint for bought a robot I'm mustard trying. Does this one come out? Yeah. I'll never catch up with Patty. So she's very, very talented. She wrote me a darling little note. But look inside. This is so hilariously clever. Surprise! And then she says, pull the surprise out. And looky there, it's Patty Beck. And I guess that's you, Melody. I've never seen you. So I guess that's you. This is just remarkable. And she said, happy belated 100th. And she said she was waiting for this very episode to send this card. I think this is just fabulous. Celebrating. And then she had this 100th with Patty too. So it was like the 100th ours, 100th hers. And what a neat card is right. Yeah, very special. Very sweet. Very, very meaningful and very touching. Thank you so much, Melody. And I can't wait until you start sending in cards again. That'll be fun. Look at all those stamps you put on there. Whew. All right. I just had to show you that. I also got 2 big boxes. I got a big envelope today from Arlene and Sis. Super fun. Thank you guys so much for sending in things for the goodie bags. I got to add some more stuff to those goodie bags. We're getting so much good stuff. And I also got a big box from Patty Beck on a whole bunch of stamps and stamp pads and all sorts of stuff. So our goodie bags are really going to be fabulous. I sometimes think, I'm going to run out. No, I've got so much stuff over there. So send in a card. You might get a fabulous goodie bag. So, yep. I am going to do the little tin can. Does that bother you that I'm doing that? I'm going to do that. And I think I'm going to do a texture. I'm just going to ink through this, I think, for a texture from my doily. And I have to find my stamp. these two work, you think? Would those two little bunnies work for tin cans? Nah, probably not because of their ears. We'll just give them a little tiny, we'll just have some little tiny critters. Kendra's here? Yay! Well, we're just glad you made it. We've got some crazy parameters that are going to be fun. Oh, Cindy's already ready. That's cool. All right, young lady. What do you have for us?
So I'm going to make a shadow box.
Oh, well done.
And yes, that's what I'm going to do.
All right. And so I see a mermaid.
Teal, so I think of water.
Oh, yeah.
We've got some mermaids.
Okay. Yeah, okay. Ooh, I'm getting good at zooming. Zoomy.
What are you using, Mary?
I'm going to use a little bear. And I'm going, I do love teals also.
What's your team?
So I'm going to say team teal or blue. Oh, that's because I like orange better than purple.
But you're a team teal.
But my true colors are team teal.
Okay, as long as you declare it.
But I will probably have some orange with
That's
it
fine.
because teal and orange look fabulous together.
They do.
They do. And I've got this cute little bear, and see, he's got his little hand up so he can hold a little tin can. I'm pretty excited about him. And I've got this doily. Oh. I think I'm going to use it for texturing. And since they are so little, I think I'll do a small card. I don't think I'll do a real big one. Because they're tiny. Little tiny guys. Bitty Penny's loving those mermaids she's seeing.
And look at this water paper.
Ooh. Wow. That's pretty. That's like orange and blue.
I know, that has kind of an orange feel to it.
All right, here we go. It's getting serious now. I've got paper in my hands. What size card do you usually find yourself doing, Cindy?
Mostly A2, I think.
Really?
Probably. I love the slimline though. I've been doing a lot more slimlines lately. So this will fold. This will squish down to an A2 size card.
Okie doke.
So
I guess these guys are going to just have a little frame back here somewhere. Maybe with another little bear in the frame. Or, I've got I've got communication. Wait, what am I doing? Picture frame card. So I could cut a square out and then have an actual piece of string across there. That would be darling. And then with some blue, green, teal-y stuff. Communication's going to be a tin can, and then I've got lace or doily. I could have some texture, so.
I like the tin can idea.
Well, I do too, and I'm going to give Patty Beck a lot of credit. She's going to run, so. All right, well, we'll be looking for that card from you, Miss Patty Beck. Is this 102? Holy smokes, girl. And we'll have a card for you to look at here pretty soon too. So, yep. We'll be good. Have a good night, Patty. Oh, you know what else? This would be cute too. Sending hugs that would go across a card like that. That would be cute. Okay, I'm not going to get sidetracked.
There's one layer.
Got a square, so I could do a square.
All right, this is gonna
within a square.
fit together here.
We'll go with this.
Cut an opening.
Okay, I do need to cut an opening. Just gotta figure out my size here.
What's Steve making?
Yeah, I couldn't get him to do it.
That mean I'm not going to try.
All right, let's see.
Are y'all starting to gather up your things and get some ideas too? You
Yeah,
don't
how
have
many,
to do
how many people are
orange
making
or
them?
purple. Boy, I don't know how many we'll do. Let's see, who's here? I can sometimes tell by who's here. Oh, I got that nice and crooked. Well, it was in San Francisco, 1906, after the earthquake. What are you going to do? We're going to do it again. That's what we're going to do.
Okay.
Anybody need a crooked 4 1/4 card? Do you use a lot of angles? Because I'm not an angly person, but I think you do sometimes, don't you, Cindy?
I do. Yeah.
Yeah. You're comfortable with them.
Trying to figure out. I'm guessing here a little bit.
This is the hardest part to talk and craft because we're just starting and we're getting our brains warmed up. This is the hardest part. So
Yeah, I'm trying to.
I know
figure
I
out how
told
to-
you the first part was the hardest part, but now I'm telling you this part's the hardest part.
Okay.
And then when we leave and it's time and nobody wants to go and then I'll tell you that part's the hardest part.
All right.
I think
Probably
that
could have gotten a die out that's close to this, but I'm not sure if I had one exactly the right size.
The patron benefits are good for submitting. You know what else, though? I'll tell you another patron's benefit that Stephen just put on there that is totally cool. Is this one crooked, too? We need a patron benefit for straight cutting. I would pay that for that one. But another one that I really like is the contributor. What's it called? Something. The contributor something, and I can put in like a word like dog, and all the cards that have dog in the description will come up. Or
that's
if I
cool.
want to see all of the cards that Christina did, because that's always fun to do, I can put Christina in, and all of her cards will come up. If I want to see all of Ashley's cards, I can do that. I love that feature. It's like you're being able to control Pinterest with Craft Roulette. It's a cool thing.
Okay. Let's
Oh,
try
there's
this.
two doilies. I'm thinking I'm going to have to use this back part and make sure I don't mess it up.
This is definitely the toughest part, is just this first measurement.
Measurements?
I know.
I've been trying to remember some artists from Hallmark that I used to paint with, and I can't remember their names. One was Jeannie, but I can't remember the other one. They were nice girls.
It was fun working there. I was only there 5 years, but worked with 500 artists there. It's pretty cool.
That's amazing. Yeah, they were artists.
Huh?
They were artists.
Yeah.
And our instructor was Great old guy. And one time I was in my 40s and he came up to me and he said, "Mary, you should dye your hair." Because I was starting to get gray. And I said, "Well, Harry, sometimes I try to figure out how to dye my hair and I can't figure it out. I read the instructions and I won't pay the money. So I try, but I just don't get it." And he said, "Oh, well, that's okay. You'll look like Jeannie over there if you do." And I was like, "Whoa!" I remember she was like, "Whoa, Harry, yeah." He was just very bold. He was hilarious. Little tin cans.
Okay. All right.
Guess they'll just be little brown bears. Arg. Looks like you're getting everything cut up.
Yes.
Good. Now, do you have like a vision of what it's going to look like at the end?
Kind of.
Yeah.
Because I've made shadow boxes before. I have not done one. I have not done one with this die before. So this die is solid, and I just want to add some color into it.
Oh, gotcha. I got a feeling yours is going to be very pretty.
Got to get some teal going.
I'm not sure what Steve's is going to be like, but there we go. So your team teal, this is obviously but if you had to decide or declare, which you do have to do, if you are team orange or team purple, the people in the chat in the group were saying it's hard. We can't figure her out.
Yeah,
so,
I look better in purple and blues, but lately, there's I do enjoy oranges too. I just can't wear it.
Yeah. So, which one would you call yourself then? Team purple?
I think I would have to say team purple.
Yeah. I can't think of any cards that I've seen that you have a lot of orange in them. You've got that bright blue.
Somebody just noticed you have your own line of inks.
Oh yeah, I do have my line of inks. I do like our blue and our teal. I don't have a good orange ink pad. Well, I kind of do.
You do?
Yeah, I do. But our next line of paper coming out has got a lot of orange and stuff in it. So, and I am excited about that.
You're very, very fair about it then.
Yeah. I don't want to make any of the colors feel bad.
That's right. That's right. So your colors to you have personalities? Because they do to me. I have no trouble understanding that.
I know. Let's see. Wondered if... Yeah, I think that's going to work. Okay. Could put...
Should have done colored pencils, Bitty Penny.
I'm going to put a piece of acetate behind there to give that more stability.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
may have to do these over and just use pencil. I'm not loving it. I'll try a little bit more. It may just be brown without shadowing.
Those are so cute.
They are good little boys and girls.
That looks really good.
That's the one I've worked on. I haven't worked on the one on the right yet. Carry on. Carry on, Mr. Bowditch. So did art carry you through school, or did you have other subjects that you liked?
I was very busy with art in school. Yeah, it was late nights in the studio and
Mm-hmm. Did you do mostly drawing? Or-
I did. It was drawing and advertising, so
Okay.
graphic design. So yeah, I worked for an advertising agency right after graduating.
Mm-hmm.
So it was fun.
Yeah.
Then I was at Hallmark, and then we had baby number 3, and that kind of put me over the edge. So that's when I started freelancing
gosh.
from home.
Yeah.
Kind of hard to do.
Yeah, that would be a test. That would be hard.
Yeah. Hmm. And go right over that.
Ellen? Ellen wants a sneak peek of your next line of papers.
Oh,
Ellen wants... What is all... And now Ellen's going, oh, it has its own line of inks. They're so funny. Look at
my
all those
windows
blues.
so far.
Oh, that's looking nice already.
Okay, I gotta decorate the inside here.
Well, Ellen, I can tell you it's gorgeous. I saw it earlier. So, it
You wanted
is
to see
gorgeous.
oranges and browns.
Oh, man, it's pretty.
There you go. That's a sneak peek.
Oh, it did.
Here's the other one.
Ta-da! Woo!
Okay.
I hope you weren't.
Material is your
I hope you weren't getting a drink.
Someone asked about the stamp pads. Our inks are dye ink, and our black and brown are hybrids, so they work with Copic markers. They won't bleed, which is awesome. Okay. Let's see. Figure out what sentiments I'm going to use.
Oh yeah, I don't know what I'm going to use for that either. You know, little guys, you're just going to be who you are tonight. Do I want to...
We're still a public.
I'll use a die. I have the die. I should use a die. Have a die, use a die.
The new paper we'll have by late. Our new paper line will come out the end of this month. End of April.
Oh,
Let's see. Hmm.
very exciting.
Okay.
Oh, I know what I can do. Well, no, I don't know if I can do that, actually. I was thinking it would be real cute if I made the wire do a heart shape. But if I did wire, I could, and I think I have some. There we go. This is going to be pretty flimsy because I'm using these guys will be here.
Color.
I don't have to worry about.
These are colored mermaids.
Okay.
Okay.
Do I need them to be backed? Details, details. How about, I'm going to see if I can find my wire. No, I'll just use string. Okay. Get this little piece of silver paper. How are you getting along?
Good.
You're just working away.
Yeah, I keep going back and forth to see where that's gonna fall. Okay, glue this little mermaid on here. I want her to be able to move
on the wrong side.
inside the card.
His hand's on the wrong side. Oh, she's gonna move?
Yeah. And best part, she's got a wine glass. So she's having a party inside under the sea.
Look at her. Isn't that cute? Ooh.
Then
Okay, Mary, now what? Is that gonna look like a tin can? And it's gonna come, oops, and then it's gonna come over here. Tin cans really were hard to use.
I really like it.
There we go.
I still have to figure out where.
Probably work.
I still have to figure out the
Okay.
lace part.
Oh, that lace part. I know there's sometimes it's real easy to just go, okay, this is going to be here, this is going to be there. It's fine. Everything's great. Life is good.
Do a lacy
And
bow.
then you get one of those little things like that, and it's whew.
We'll be able to use a bow on here, lacy bow.
Oh, that's a good idea too. Well, you know, the seaweed's kind of lacy,
Yeah.
isn't it? Don't you think? Isn't that even called lacy seaweed?
I think so. I think you're right.
Oh my goodness, how fortuitous.
Let's do. These little ones are out of the paper, so I think we need to add them in here too.
Oh yeah, lacy stinger. What are stingray? What are those things? A jellyfish.
Jellyfish.
Yes, lacy jellyfish line found in Australia.
So are some of you gals working on something right now while we're crafting too? Anybody else going live with their crafting?
They are probably getting ready to submit some things.
Cool. Let's put this in here. That's going to be in there. So we'll put this one on the outside.
Okay, little guy, you're going to go right there. This little guy is going to go right here. What am I going to do? I think I'm just going to do teal on... Decisions.
I know. I still have to figure out where the sentiment, the communication. Let's see.
That's so fun, though. You can do about anything.
Oh, I think my head was in the camera. Okay.
Okay, so if I do, if I do this and just, I think that, oh, I don't know.
I know, I think a banner.
15.
That's Steve. He just wants to get right in there.
I know. He's very
He just
helpful.
has a desire.
My slimline dies have a nice little banner. See.
I can tell. I do have some questions from our patrons for you, if you think you're ready.
Yes. Okay. It's got some good banners in it.
Oh, you're coming together really fast. Jerry Pemberton asks, when you are out and about, do you look at things and think, how can I incorporate that into my creations?
I do that when I'm brainstorming for new collections, new stamps and collections.
Mm-hmm.
I look at fabrics and textures.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pillows, robes, clothes. I would think that you would just start. Do you take like pictures of things and
I do. I need it.
Yeah.
In fact, I just realized my phone is almost out of space.
oh
I
no.
need to tell my Steve, my IT guy, how to get some pictures saved off so I can. I'll just go walk around Hobby Lobby and look at textures and sentiments and fabrics, and they're just, yeah. So I keep taking pictures and I'm like, oh goodness, I need to.
We
Okay.
interviewed another Cindy. We call her Cookie Cindy because she's a cookie artist.
Oh,
And she said that she does that too. And she was in a situation and somebody, I think like a manager came up and said, what are you, ma'am? What are you doing? And she was like, I'm not stealing anything. I'm just getting some ideas for my cookies.
I know. I do kind of watch a little bit. I do feel a little bit weird taking pictures, so I kind of do watch where they don't think I'm some strange.
Just,
Oh, I need that.
well, just be careful that you don't hang out with people that whip wooden spoons out of their purse and start talking to you.
Yeah.
Or do hang out with those people, and then then you'll look like the normal one. Okay, so that will be a way to.
That's gonna be shiny.
Bring that in, and then that'll go right there. And then we're going to. They're so little. You may have to just be right inside.
They're so adorable.
He's so little. Even if it's a little card, they still look so little. I could pop them up inside, I guess. Yeah, I'm going to fill it somewhere.
I may need that again because I'm Steve. Okay. There, make waves. It's kind of communication. It's a stretch. Sound waves, right?
They're going to have a little heart above them. Oh. Did you hear Mr. Oh, she didn't. What did you say, Steve?
I said,
Oh, he says, have the seahorse be saying something.
Yeah. Yeah. Waves. I could do this up here and then have him say something too. Let's see. Is there anything else it needs in the inside? Mm-hmm.
when there's
Need some more seaweed. Need more seaweed.
Yes, Mr. Producer will be watching this weekend for submissions. So if there is anything that goes wrong, when you're submitting, let us know. if you have a problem, but hoping nothing will go wrong. But it is technology, so we got to have a little ounce of realism there. But I think we did really. You all did it last week on the old form, and then he transferred everything. He transferred everything, and so I didn't do my usual job, and I was thrown off, and so the whole week was a little funny, but it was okay. We made it. We made it, and we're here, and we're crafting. We're good. Cute little guys. You know, on this little lace thing, I think I might have a... Well, I was going to do some texturing, but I don't know. That seems kind of... Maybe... I do have a little lacy, little lace dye order. Oh, it's bigger than I thought. Dang. With a little, that would look kind of like, well, no, you know, I probably have some lace. Let's see.
Oh.
I've been holding these doilies for all this time, and now I'm not going to use them? What the heck?
I thought for sure you were going to use it. I'm going to have to go buy some or get some just so I have them just in case another time I'm in need of a doily.
I think you find them in the wedding supplies.
Oh.
But, you know what might work even... Oh, we got stuck. More slick. Might just be not the doily, but like a stencil.
Adding more.
Because this looks kind of like a huge doily. I think I can live with this decision.
That's a nice stencil.
It's I think it's for furniture refinishing. Yeah, what ink? What ink? Oh, do you? All right. We'll line it up before we go after it.
Score tape. Lay this flat.
I'm just going to call it right there. Doesn't have to be bright, just has to be there. Well, you were talking about how you sell your supplies to mom and pop stores and
Yes.
Possibly traveling. The next question is from Cordelia Alderman, and she says, if you could just pick up and go anywhere in the world right now, where would you go and what would you be doing?
Oh. You know, I would probably be making another trip out to Salt Lake City to see my grandbabies.
Aw.
Could detour through like Hawaii or something, but yeah.
Yeah, very common. Get a
But-
layover in Hawaii. Why not?
Yeah.
That makes good sense. How are those navigation skills?
Yeah. We have a 2-year-old and a
Lace.
3-year-old grandbabies.
Oh.
And I do think he needs to I need another little, it's squished down a little bit funny.
You probably don't get to see them all that often then, do you?
No, they
Doiley's a new name here. Expanded the doily.
we need something else. We need another fish or something in here.
Oh, look at that. That's fabulous. Do you make a lot of shaker cards?
Yeah, I like shaker cards too.
Do you?
You know what? Just for those orange fans, I'm gonna put an orange fish on here.
Yay!
Right? We got to. Okay. So do you make shaker cards too, Mary?
No, not too many. They just never. I made them for a while, a little bit. I just didn't get too passionate about them.
Yeah. We have a couple gals on our design team that make a ton of them, which is awesome because they are time consuming. Right.
Yeah.
Do you mind? I'm going to have Steve do this for me. Do you just run that through the...
I think that's probably a lot of it. I just kind of get, oh no. Why did I make it a shaker? I could be done with it and moving on to something else. The impatient card maker.
There we go. All right. A little die. I put score tape on the back of that before I cut it out. So.
Ooh, good idea. Andy Zach has a question for you as well. And her question, she has two actually. She says, when you last moved your house, was there anything you got rid of from your craft room?
No.
And do you have any regrets, or did you just pack the whole darn thing up?
I packed the whole thing up. Steve can, agree to that. You know what? I need one more because I have to do the filler. Yeah, just packed everything. But so Dare to Be Artsy was in my basement. And, we now have this awesome studio. So I actually gained a ton of space.
Yeah.
So it's awesome because before I was, being in the basement was rough. So I just love my studio space now.
It is very nice. I've gotten to go there.
So you have to make sure it's on.
It is really nice. Do you miss being able to be home a lot then, or are you glad to be out? And have the separation.
This studio space has lots of windows and stuff, so it's more creative here. We only live 5 minutes away from the studio, and it's just kind of nice to be in, and all my craft stuff is here. So you
never craft at home?
No.
Yeah. Well, it separates. It gives you off hours. Yeah.
Steve will say I'm here all the time. Actually, I am here an awful lot.
I would imagine.
But he comes in here he works in here some, and and then my daughter just moved to town, and so she's here. She comes and works some. So this little guy I'm paper piecing back into there. It's got multiple layers
their
here.
Little noses need to be filled in. I want to do that before. That's not big enough. Well, with you. Well, I wasn't thinking I love the wheel tonight, but I do.
Yeah,
I'm liking it.
I was a little nervous about it, but
Somebody wants to know the color of your nail polish.
Oh, I don't know, but isn't it fun? I do get a lot of comments about it. Thought it was kind of
Mine's
Eastery.
nude.
Mine is kind of purple.
It's pretty.
I figure I have to kind of follow the name and dare to be a little bit artsy on my nail polish too. I have worn teal
there you
nail
go.
polish too.
Ooh.
I've not done orange.
Orange
Oh.
looks great on fingers. On nails, I think. I do like it.
There, now we got an orange fish. And probably needs some extra bubbles. I think this will stick to the. Yeah. Oh, cute.
So for something like this, do you remember what your inspiration was? Your mermaids?
Actually, an artist out of Salt Lake City had done some illustrations. My daughter had said, "Oh, you need to look at this artist," because for some of my papers, I work with artists on the paper. Anyway, so Lindsay Ann is an artist, and I saw her illustrations, and she had these mermaids, and I'm like, oh, we've got to make paper out of that. And so that's where it kind of came from. So it's just seeing something, and then we tweaked it and played with it.
Well, the nautical thing was pretty hot.
Yeah, nautical, anything under the sea is usually very popular. And again, I got to do blues and teals. And so there's the shadow box.
Well, I think. Do I have everything? Picture, frame, card, check. Team, teal. Communication, they're using their little tin cans. Laser doily, I used a stencil that had a doily look. And then I will put a little something there.
I know.
I put my "You are a wonderful person." The one I always use.
I think I made to add the lace part. Do I need to add a lace?
Cans don't work.
They're cute. Do I add the...
Mr. Producer just said well, dang it. One of their tin cans should have been on their mouth, but they don't have any mouths either, so...
So they're listening, they're both listening to each other.
They're both listening to the sounds of silence.
So shall I add the lacy ribbon to this to add the...
Oh, you got to have that fourth parameter, or you're going to have
right?
Deputy Heidi coming after you. You dare that? Are you that daring?
I just added that. I know what I'm doing.
Asking if you could demo.
Just a teeny bit.
Cutting images out of your paper.
I think you're a wonderful person. Maybe too big.
What do you want? I'll go get it.
Now these glue dot things are in here.
Oh, they're saying no bow. No tie bow.
Okay. I think this little lacy bow is a good addition. There you go.
Grandma Gay showed up. Yay, in the front row. Well done. Well,
Yeah.
I have one more question from Andy Zach, which is I think it's kind of a professional question. Since you are a professional. And it is, what do you wish attendees at a paper arts trade show knew or understood?
What do I wish they would
What do you wish? Yeah. What do you wish? You're at a trade show.
Yes.
How would you like what would it be like? What would you like those people that come up and say, "Oh, what do you do? What is this?"
Well, I would say I get people that a lot of people will come up and say, I don't color, or they're nervous about a different technique or kind of card. I always tell, my crafty friends, hey, take pictures of what we have, use them as samples. Just dare to be artsy, like just do something crafty every week. Like do something that's maybe add one new technique that you've never done before. We always, a lot of times when I teach a class, I ask people, what is their crafty thing? Is it, are they scrapbooker, card maker, mixed media? Do they knit? Do they crochet? Do they garden? Because all of those are artistic things.
Yes.
And it's really interesting because most of the time people do more than one of those things. And so I just always encourage people to try something they haven't done before. Like you said, that you've got the friend that decorates cookies. I mean, that's quite a talent, and I just think
she's good too.
Yeah. I mean, it's awesome when they take that creative juices that are inside of them and figure out a way to use them,
Yeah.
So
yeah. She said she wouldn't allow herself to do cards because she could tell she would go down that path hard and strong.
Well, yeah, sometimes you have to, reel it in a little bit because you could just keep going and going, and yeah.
Yeah, and then you end up with a whole closet full of almost started projects.
Yeah.
Only 53 more people until you're at how many?
1,000.
We need to, have you guys gone over to Dares to be Artsy and subscribed?
It's on the...
Oh yeah. Definitely go to join us on Facebook. And we have an artsy community, which is a private Facebook group that we would love to have you come see us over there. We do our Monday Night Live, where I do demos at 7:30 Central Time. And we what else? We're on Instagram, Pinterest. Oh, also, I don't have a whole sheet of paper. Grab me a whole sheet of paper. Someone asked about how does it work on our paper. So I cut a little piece out of the paper, and then here's our die that works with our stamp. And so again, this is just our regular scrapbook paper, but the dies are going to match. So that's how you use the dies with our paper.
Yeah, that's cool.
And
so if you don't like to color, you're still golden.
Right. So you want to go cut that one out?
So you can look like you are like the Copic Queen of the Year.
Oh, whoops. I know. I missed that. Here's an example. Again, the stamped image and the paper image.
Oh, okay.
So some people will be like, I just want the paper and the dies, but you'll miss out on all the goodies that go with the stamp set if you just do the die with the paper, and you could run out of paper too. So
yeah, that's true too. It'll make it go farther, huh?
Also we have Mary, is it okay if I tell them about the giveaway?
Yeah.
So if you guys all make a card and submit it to Mary, then
on craftroulette.live.
Yes. Then she will pick two winners for two $10. We're giving away two $10 gift certificates.
Ooh.
And then from now until next Friday, if you use the code FUNN10, you get 10% off
right way to spell
all of your orders.
Yay! FUNN, your phone will do it for you.
Yep.
Your phone will correct your spelling if you try to do it with one N.
Here, we'll write it down. See, FUNN.
And we'll have it in the Facebook group too. So thank you so much. That's great. Yep. Crafty Al's got it.
There. You could type it in there. Type it in there.
There you go.
There. Fun.
And we do have some people that have subscribed, so that's good. Melody, thank you. Gloria, great. Cordelia, already. That's wonderful. Allie, today.
Oh, good.
Lisa Welpley, way to go. You've already got your card in? Well, you may win that prize next week then. You're in the running already.
So they made them with the same time we did and got their cards already submitted?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they're go-getters. All right, well, let's look at our cards.
Hold them up.
Let's hold them up and see what we got. We got 2 bears that are using tin cans wrong, but, they're stuffed bears. They don't have much brains. They're kind of like an old Craft Roulette host brain person. Kind of fluffy heads. And anyway, but I think they're cute. They're fine. And they are saying you are a wonderful person, which they always say. And then they say you're the very best inside, which is actually sticking up a little bit. Oh, shoot. So what I probably will do is
Rosie.
fix that by putting that on there inside or something. Anyway, we'll be good. We'll be good. We're going to fix it. Yay. And if we could see your card a little bit closer, Miss Cindy. Look at that art, that masterpiece.
Trying to hold it without getting glare, but then you can move it.
She can float around. I love it. That's beautiful.
So this is
That
a
is
pretty
just
detailed
beautiful.
die. And I noticed somebody said that they have one of these at home and they're having issues with it sticking. So when I like to use a precision plate. Is the die cutter over there again? Watch behind it. So anytime I use a detailed die, I like to use a precision plate for the base. Steve's gonna go get it, which is like one of these. Is a precision plate. And I think you get a better detail. Make sure your plates are flat. So that should help. But if she's still having issues with it, just have her reach out to me and we can see if there was for some reason, some flaw in that one, or again, it just depends on the weight of your paper and your plates. But we can definitely figure that out. So have her message me.
Yeah.
Great.
It was Rosie? Okay.
Yeah.
Rosie 42. Get you fixed up. You guys will figure it out, I bet, because it is gorgeous. You'd want to be able to use that. It's pretty. All right. Okie doke. Well, you know what? You can relax, Miss Cindy, for a minute. We're going to do a little work here, tell people how they can play along, which they really should this week. Honestly, these are fun parameters, and talk about our upcoming guests, and then we'll bring you back to say goodnight.
Okay. Perfect.
Oh, then we're going to we have a giveaway too. So don't leave, you guys. Are we ready? Yes, you're going to want to play along. I mean, you can do mermaids. You can do anything. You can do little bears that don't really talk to each other, but hum Simon and Garfunkel songs. And you just send that card right over to craftroulette.live. It's a real cool form now because you can see where you are in the steps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and make sure you fill out all the forms or the fields that are supposed to be filled out. Read all the instructions and directions. They're there. I just didn't see them. And but look for them if you have any questions. And if you do have any questions, just let us know. Mr. Producer will be on the computer all weekend looking for your problems, but we don't anticipate any. So send those in, and then you will be eligible for the card giveaway or the giveaways next week. Yes, the sleeve tonight was given to us by Arlene, his favorite designer, Arlene DeTizio, and it's got candy on it. I thought that would be fitting for the next while we're getting ready for Easter. So thank you, Arlene. I love that he's so well dressed. I had to go to his closet tonight and went, whoa, I wonder what he should wear. We have some great guests coming up. We've got Danny next week. You may have seen her on one of Craft Roulette, or Crafty Owl shows. Oh, so inspired. She's going to join us. I have never met her, but she's fabulous, and I'm looking forward to spending some time with her. Christine will be back, and you know she's a party. She's Miss Purple. She is Christine. She'll be back with us after that. Mary Clark comes to the wheel for her first spin. We'll see how that goes. And then we get to have Ardith back from... She's been doing great videos, by the way, if you want to know some tips, and she does great tutorials. So check her out. And then we have the great Julie Carrier after that. So we're looking forward to having some wonderful guests, and there's more coming too. Oh, it's so much fun. We do want to thank our patrons. We are community supported. We don't get a lot of money around here, but we do have a lot of expenses, I know. And so we do appreciate everybody that comes by and says, hey, you know, you're doing a kind of a cool thing out there with the Craft Roulette and the Fun University. Let me help you a little bit. We are glad for those things. It is a weird thing. It's kind of like PBS, except we're just out here by ourselves. But instead of a PBS bag that says PBS, you get cool content. Like every Monday I do like some little card tutorials or something. You never know. We also have the cool Patreon extras now on the website, like being able to see all the galleries. Oh, there's another one. Retro Challenge is a new one for the patrons, and we will be doing a retro challenge based on past Craft Roulettes, midweek little creative pick-me-up. So that's going to be fun. We are also going to have a fifth parameter for the Retro Challenge, and only patrons can participate. You will be able to see it, but anybody can see it, but only our patrons can participate. It's going to be fun. So join us. It's fun. Thank you, Amy Ullin, for joining us new this week. Oh, there's that wheel again rolling by, and that confetti, you know what that means. It means it's time to give something away. And we've got some good stuff to give away. Let me find it. I know it's in there. I do. Oh, yeah, we had some really fun things from Biddy Penny and Dr. Shrub. A first for Craft Roulette. Not only was it a first to have a husband on crafting along with his wife, it was also a first for a $25 gift certificate to Lowe's and a $25 gift certificate to Not Too Shabby. Plus, we have some goodie bags to give away and a handmade card with an itty-bitty gift. You will have till Sunday night at midnight Central Time to let me know that you want these prizes and let me know where to send them. So, if you sent in a card for last episode 106, your name will be on here, and we'll take care of, I know, Lowe's, isn't that fun? And we'll see what we get out of this whole thing. But let's start with the itty-bitty gift and a handmade card, please. All the best to ya. I know. I don't know if is Lowe's international? I don't even know. I would think it'd just be local, but I don't know. Well, Becky B, let me know that you want this handmade card with an itty-bitty gift. This is what we started with 2 years ago. This was our prize, and I still have them. I'm still sending them out, so yay. Let's give away a goodie bag, shall we? Oh, there it goes. We got Marigun. That's right. There is a contact form on craftroulette.live. Just fill that out and it'll come to an email, so I'll know I don't lose the email. I don't lose you then. Because sometimes I go, oh, I got to go back and find it. Andy Zach's going to get a goodie bag if she wants it. I will send it to you. Just let me know that you want it. Alrighty. Here we go. For the $25 gift certificate to Not Too Shabby from Biddy Penny. Yeah, that one's international. We know that. That's good. We'll figure out Lowe's. We'll figure it out. Elaine Mays. I think she's probably went off to work, but if you're watching the replay, let me know because you have a A $25 gift certificate to Not Too Shabby, which is not too shabby. Thank you again, Penny Penny. Let's find out who's going to get this Lowe's. They have them in Canada. I bet that's about it. I don't know. But if it's U.S. funds, we might want to just keep this in the U.S. just for simplicity's sake. Please, please, please. I think that's U.S. Yay, Deanna. Wonderful. I do not go and we don't go and find you. So make sure you let us know on the contact form on craftroulette.live before midnight at 12. Before midnight at 12. That's the same thing, isn't it? Midnight Central Time. That would be great. Congratulations. That's very fun. Now, what are you going to do this weekend? You're going to send in another card. You're going to send in a card using this week's parameters. A picture frame card. Well, let me test my memory. Picture frame card. Your favorite color plus whatever you want, but you've got to declare your favorite color by calling it hashtag team whatever. Hashtag team whatever. So like hashtag team teal or hashtag team rainbow or whatever you want to do on that. And then it was also communication and doily or lace. I remembered. I usually can only remember 3. And then once I'm done, I usually forget it all together. So it happens pretty fast. Faster than most things that happen for me. So, all right. Well, let's see. I think we're going to bring her back. There you are. You lived through it. You were fast.
So, I had to do one more thing on my card. I felt like I was cheating.
I can show it.
And there.
I can show it.
Okay. I thought he needed the little word bubble. So it says cheers.
Cheers.
I'll put it back on your paper cam.
Oh,
He's
okay.
going to put okay. Yeah,
There.
we can see it better there. Yeah, cheers. Oh,
'Cause
that's cute.
Then he's got the little communication thing going a little bit more. So
Yeah. Very defined. That print. So that keeps Deputy Heidi away from your door. And that's a safe place to be. Oh, I think Feline is still here. Great. I thought maybe he'd gone off to work. Well, wonderful. Congratulations. Hey, Karen. You made it through. You're still smiling. Steve's still there. Did he make a card?
No. I don't think I'll ever get him to make one.
What are we
No.
Steve, if you'd known there was a $25 gift certificate to Lowe's, would you have done it last week?
No, he wouldn't.
Oh, he is dug in hard. He is dug in deep. He is.
know.
Well, thank you so much for being a part of the show tonight. This is the time we get to relax. Be glad that it's over.
No, this was very
you
fun.
just-
And it was funny because when that wheel was going, it landed on a couple of those things. I was like, oh, no, I had everything else figured out.
That is funny. Well, you didn't seem to have a lick of trouble. Gosh,
Well, it
you
was
put
very
that card. That was a pretty complicated card, and you put it together really fast. Did you know those dimensions in your head?
No, I had an older one. That now I don't know where that one went. So I was able to take that kind of a format and here it is. And this one actually this is one I had done in the past. It actually does have kind of lace in the background.
Yeah, it does.
But so I've made these kind of shadow box cards before. So when you said framed or a picture frame kind of thing, that's what I think of. So
yeah, I think the gallery's going to be fabulous this week. I think they're going to have fun with it.
it'll
We'll
be
see all
so fun to
sorts
see
of-
what everybody comes up with.
I know. They'll have all sorts of communication. I saw somebody, who was it? I think it was Ellen, that said smoke signals. So I'm just not sure what we're going to get. But it's going to be fabulous. We're going to have lots of colors. We're going to have fun communications, lace and doilies. We'll see what happens. But don't try to do it without it. So it'll be good. We want to fill that gallery with all sorts of great stuff. And if you want to, go ahead and let us get a sneak peek of your card over on our Facebook group. We like it. We like it a lot. So this is the time of night when we give our brains a little kiss. Because we need to do a little self-care. We got our weekend started with a crafty note, and now maybe it'll just carry over all weekend long. That would be good times. So you all, Perfect. Thank you so much for joining us in the Chatterbox. I look forward to reading all your comments. Go over and subscribe to Dares to be Artsy, their Facebook group and their YouTube. Pardon me. If you need to find everything, it's just click on their name in the below, right?
It's in the video title.
Yep.
It's in the video title. All you have to do is click on it, and you will magically be transported there. So go for that. I guess I'm going to quit talking here. So, Chatterbox, have a great weekend. Mr. Producer, thank you. To you too, not Steve. And good night, y'all. Take care.
Bye. Dare to be artsy.
See you soon.